Hey guys, Chris here from the Nice Garage. I'm actually kind of a little bit happy with results from what I just did. So 2012 F150. I'm sure there's other ones in that range that they have this display up here. This was where it showed the radio station, it shows the external temperature of the truck. I mean of the outside. I'm sorry. It shows the radio data. If you're listening to a CD, any information from the CD on the factory radio. And down here was the factory radio controls. So when I upgraded to an aftermarket head unit, this display will no longer work. I have the Crux. It came from Crutchfield. This is the adapter. This is a stripped down model truck, so it doesn't have steering wheel controls. But I was concerned that I always liked looking at that temperature. I don't know why, but I catch myself looking at it to see what the temperature is outside. So what I found, and I'm not real happy with the Crux product. It's been in here for about a year, and just recently this winter, I'd be hitting bumps, and the speakers would go out on the right side, the passenger side. So I found out that the connector was loose, so I put some zip ties around it. But what I'm most happy with is the fact that this 4-pin connector right here, which it doesn't tell you in the instructions, it doesn't tell you that the display is no longer going to work. I mean, obviously, why would you want the display? Because it went along with the factory radio. But if you like seeing the temperature outside, which I do, it's just, I don't know why. But if you're that interested in it, here's the fix. This 4-pin connector is what controls that display. Okay, I checked it with a meter. It gets a positive and a negative, but there's these two other wires here, and I have a test. We call it a hummingbird. I used to use it way back in the day. I don't know if people still use it or not, but I checked the other two wires, and one seemed to be a communication wire because it would pulse. And what I found was that, looking at the factory wiring, looking at the aftermarket harness, and looking at another aftermarket harness I have, that this 4-pin connector needs attached to a power, a ground, and these two wires right here. And it's up to you to try this. I did a little bit of research on it, but I was able to tap these wires, and it communicates through the radio somehow. I don't understand how these new vehicles do that, but this Crux unit here somehow is involved in that. So anyway, what I'm most happy about, as soon as I find my keys, is that you can see that lights up, and once I start it, the temperature's back. Again, some people, I didn't spend any money doing this. Some people might think that that's a little ridiculous. Work on that just to get that temperature back. But I like it. So if anybody has any questions, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm always trying to do some tinkering around and figuring this stuff out. Again, if you're going to try this, just be careful. Like I said, if I didn't have the other wiring harness, which was, it was called an iSimple gateway, and this was basically to add on a Sirius satellite radio to a factory head unit, which I had in this truck for the first 5 years that I owned it, and then I decided to change it to an aftermarket radio, and I cut the pigtail off of this, and that's how I got the colors and matched up the colors on the wires. But again, it works. I'm happy. I'm pleased. I didn't have to spend any more money. I'm hoping I can help somebody else out with that. So again, please like this video. Subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it. I like doing this stuff. So thanks again. See ya.